everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today the recipe that I am sharing with you needs no introduction. So I'm cooking Pav Bhaji today. For those of you who don't know, Pav Bhaji is one of the most popular Indian street food. It has this spicy mashed vegetables which are cooked with a special blend of spices and then topped with lots of butter, cilantro and served with pav, which are these eggless dinner rolls. It tastes absolutely amazing. When I was little, this was my favorite dish. Whenever we would go out, this was the only dish that I used to order at restaurants. So let's see how we make it. So the first step in making Pav Bhaji is to steam the vegetables. So you can use any combination of vegetables that you like. I like using potatoes, cauliflower, green pepper and green peas. So I'm going to put all the vegetables into a steamer and let it steam until my vegetables are completely cooked. So after around 10-15 minutes, my vegetables were completely cooked, and now I'm going to set the vegetables aside and work on the masala. For the masala Pav Bhaji, we are going to start by heating some oil and butter. And once the butter melts, I'm adding some cumin seeds to it and let them sizzle. So once my cumin seeds sizzle, I'm going to add some chopped onions. Remember to chop the onions really fine here. You can even use a food processor. And then cook the onions for around 5 minutes until they turn golden brown in color. Once my onions are cooked, I'm going to add finely chopped ginger, garlic and green chili. Now cook this for around 1 to 2 minutes. Once the onion, ginger, garlic and green chili are cooked, now I am adding some chopped tomatoes. Mix it well and let the tomatoes cook for 2 minutes. Then you are going to add store-bought tomato puree along with some water and a little bit of salt. Mix everything together and cover the pan and let the tomato cook for around 6 minutes until softened and completely cooked. So once the tomatoes are completely cooked, I'm now going to add Pav Bhaji masala. So along with the Pav Bhaji masala, I'm also adding some Kashmiri red chili powder and some regular red chili powder and some more salt. Mix this all together, and at this point you can also add some sugar here if you want. I didn't add any, but it's an option. And then you're also going to add some kasuri methi. Once you have mixed all this together, now is the time to add in all the boiled vegetables. So I have added all the boiled vegetables into the pan, and now using a potato masher, I'm going to mash all the vegetables until they are completely mixed with the masala. So mix, mix, mix. This will take some time, but you want to mix all the vegetables really well. Now I'm going to add some water here, around 1 cup, and mix this all together. And at this point, this is optional, but I like doing it. I like to use an immersion blender to blend the veggies to a paste-like consistency. If you don't want this consistency, you can skip this step, but this is what I prefer. And once I have reached that consistency, I'm going to cover the pot and let this bhaji simmer on low heat for around 15 minutes. So once the bhaji has been simmering for around 15 minutes, I'm going to open the pot and add in the remaining 2 tablespoons of butter. And I'm also going to add a generous amount of chopped cilantro and squeeze in the juice of 1 large lemon. And it's almost done. We are just going to let the bhaji simmer for 2 more minutes and then remove the pan from heat. And now we are going to toast the pav and serve the Pav Bhaji. So to toast the pav, you're going to melt some butter on a pan on medium heat. I highly recommend using Amul butter here, and then sprinkle some Pav Bhaji masala on top of the butter, and you can also sprinkle some kasuri methi if you want, and then place the buns on the pan. So you're going to toast the pav until it's nicely golden brown from both sides, and then it's time to eat it. And the pav bhaji is now ready to be enjoyed. Serve it with lots of onions, and definitely add a pat of Amul butter on top of the bhaji, and also include a wedge of lemon, and the delicious pav bhaji is now ready to be enjoyed. That pav bhaji looks delicious, doesn't it? So here are my tips if you want to make that delicious pav bhaji at home. Do not skip on the butter. It's really important here, and definitely use Amul butter. If you can't use in the recipe, at least top the bhaji with that before serving. It adds so much to the flavor. Add lots of fresh cilantro, and don't forget to serve with lots of onions. And when you toast the pav, just a sprinkle of that pav bhaji masala and kasuri methi really makes a lot of difference. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Let me know how it turned out for you, and I hope you guys like it. And please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time with yet another recipe. Until then, happy cooking and take care.